questions for the players, dismiss them back to the locker room, and then questions for Coach. Coach, it's all yours.
I can't say enough good things about Ohio State and the game plan that they had tonight. It was just a dogfight. They got off to a great start here in Nashville, and we certainly appreciate being here in Nashville. Our guys have enjoyed the trip here, and obviously now that we're able to win this game, enjoy it even more, of course. But I can't say enough good things about their coaches and Coach Diebler and his staff and the players. They just battled. They battled throughout that game. They got off to a great start. We were able to fight back there in the middle of that first half and get a lead, and then we lost the lead. Primarily to our ball handling. We had too many turnovers in that stretch, and but I think the defense stepped up throughout the night and helped us secure the win. These two guys were great. Ugo was tremendous. Devin Tillis even playing in the game. He walked in a boot because he twisted his ankle 2 days ago in practice and didn't practice at all after that. But Ethan did a great job with him, and he just showed a level of toughness and care for this team to get out there and play today. And he was really impactful. The offensive rebound, just his general energy and enthusiasm and positivity, was huge for this group. But a very good win for us, and a ton of respect for Ohio State.
Thanks, Coach. Questions for the players? Start with Jeff White.
Alan, you guys have had a number of games kind of like this one of late where you've been down in the second half and rallied to win. Does having done it before kind of add to your confidence when you find yourself in that situation again?
Yeah, I think for sure gives this group experience together. We have a lot of experienced guys coming from different places, but to just be in those situations together and be able to gut it out, I think it's super valuable for us. Obviously, that's not a space we want to always be. We got some things we want to clean up, but it's a good experience for us going forward.
Dallin,
you forced the timeout on the inbound with over a minute left in the game, and also had a transition layup. Can you walk us through sort of the last 2 minutes, sort of what you thought went well to close out the game?
Yeah, we made some adjustments defensively in the ball screen, and I think that frazzled them a little bit. But just this coaching staff and my teammates really pour into me with a lot of confidence, and so I was a little up and down this game. But down the stretch, just tried to stay present, make winning plays, and I was surrounded by guys who were covering for me. Ugo with some big-time blocks. All the guys were in the right spots. So just tried to be present, tried to go for it. That's something Coach Odom is really big on, is having the, courage and confidence to go make winning plays. So I attribute a lot of it just to the staff and my teammates, and then going for it.
Okay, take on the second row middle.
For either of you guys, it seemed like the only thing Ohio State had going offensively for a while was Bruce Thornton. What was the challenge trying to contain him, and how do you think you guys were able to keep other guys from affecting the game? Malik.
I think we did a good job of just forcing him to take tough twos, even though he made a lot of them. Our goal was to just continue to make shots hard for him, crowd him, give him different looks, whether that's bringing two on the ball or one-on-one or help and being in the gaps and just bothering him the best we can. So I think we did a great job, even though he ended up with 28 points. It was a hard 28 points, and I think our guys did a good job of just making everything hard for him.
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah. What has it been like as a teammate is to see kind of Ugo's growth over the course of the season? It seems like every game he takes like another step forward.
I think it's been tremendous. We're a team that we're deep. It can be anybody's night on any given night, and Ugo does an unbelievable job of protecting the rim for us, and just his aura he brings down there at the paint is just tremendous, and it helps us guard, and it gives us a source of confidence to just pressure the ball, and we know that we got backup when it comes to that paint. So it's been great.
Dallin, anything to add on Ugo?
Yeah, I mean, it's super special. If you know him, you know he's an incredible person. But if you see him like in the gym, he's always putting in extra time, and he's gone through a lot in his college career. And so to be where he is, to be having the success with this team, we really feel like we're a brotherhood with this team, and so we're just so happy for him. He deserves it. He works his tail off every day. He has a great attitude, and so that's the strength of this team. Like Malik was saying, each guy is ready to step up, and when they do, we're super happy for them.
All right, we'll take two more for the players. Thomas?
Malik, playing a non-conference game in the middle of your conference slate is a little bit different. Did this game feel a little different being a neutral site against a team outside of your usual sort of groups of teams you're paying attention to?
Yeah, anytime Coach tapped on it before the game, anytime we have a chance to represent the ACC, we got to do a great job doing that, and to represent Virginia. It's my first time playing in a non-conference game in the middle of conference, but it was fun. It was a great atmosphere. Shout out to Who's Nation. They brought the energy for us, and it was a great game.
Okay, Tanner, last question. Yes.
Dallin, going into this game, you guys knew it was going to be a dogfight against an aggressive Big Ten team. What did you take away from that win tonight?
I would say, defensively, just like executing some of the coverages, mixing up our ball screen coverages was super helpful. But ultimately, I think the biggest lesson is just we got to be physical from the start, from the jump of the game. And we got to weather storms by staying together. Offensively, we got to move the ball, share it, and fight for really great shots. And then when it comes down to winning time, we just got to dig in on the fundamentals and the principles that we've focused on all summer since we first got to UVA.
Okay, thanks, guys. You can stick around or you can head back to the locker room.
I think they need to head back.
Coach Odom.
Get a shower.
Yeah, we do.
See your family. Good job.
Appreciate you.
Good job. Good job. All right, Jeff, why don't you start with Coach?
Ryan, I know that
Coach.
the schedule is backloaded with some home games.
Yeah.
Since the start of conference play, you've been on the road a lot and you've managed to win most of those games. What benefits do you see? Is that something that helps you going into postseason, having proven you can do it?
Yeah, there's no question about it. To play in hostile environments in your conference on the road is always helpful, especially if you have success. And we've been able to find ways to win in a multitude of ways. This group is just pretty resilient. They stick together. They're very connected. I'm very confident that these guys will be connected long after Virginia. There's no question about it. This group is really tight, and I think that's a testament, to them and their character, their families, and it's also a testament to their individual character because they were willing to take a chance to come here in a first year and make the most of it. And every team has one life to live, and this particular team is living that life, to the fullest. And you see a lot of smiles in there and happy group. So we just want to keep winning and keep enjoying the moment together because being present is everything.
Second row, middle.
Dallin talked about making adjustments on their ball screens and maybe frazzling them as the game went on. What adjustments did you make in that last 10 minutes, or they only scored 2 points until the final minute?
Yeah, we had to. He was going off. Thornton was doing a great job. Coach Diebler was putting him in some good spots, and he was going to try to take it home, for him. And so we had to put 2 on the ball there and take a chance. Not something that we do all the time, but we certainly have it in our package and needed to do that in this situation. And I thought the guys, did a really nice job of taking up for one another in that situation. And we practiced it the last 2 days just to have it. And you're going to face really good guards in our conference and certainly in the Big Ten. And he's one of the best in the country. And they do a good job of putting him in really good spots, to help his team.
Jeff?
Another Ugo question. Is his ability to defend and block shots without fouling unusual? Because he doesn't get called for many fouls.
Yeah, he's elite. Yeah, he's just elite at it. I mean, he's always been elite at it. He's obviously playing more minutes now, so he's able to impact games in a better way. He's really comfortable and understands timing, how the distance away, how far away is he from the player. He's a legitimate weapon, around the rim. And if you haven't played against him, once you do play against him and it's your first time, you can see it on film, but then it's another thing to actually get up against him. And he's going to play basketball a long time. You know, he's a really good player and an even better person and a hard worker, like Dallin said. So I'm really excited for what's to come for him.
I know you wanted a cleaner performance, better performance. When, if you don't necessarily get that, but you find a way to win, how do you assess a performance like that every time?
We just have to keep digging games out. You know, I mean, I certainly want to play more efficiently. The turnovers are not something that are going to be good for us. You know, we've got to make sure that we're taking care of the ball a little bit better. We had 19% going into halftime, and we talked about it at halftime. You know, that's too much, especially if you're not forcing turnovers for the other team. They only had 2 at half. And so I thought the guys in spots, you know, we didn't turn it over the last however many, we had 1 turnover the last however many minutes of the game. Well, that's a big key. They had several runouts, you know, because of our turnovers, and that really just hurts your defense and your chance to win.
Xander, and then we'll think about the second row.
Coach, Chance Mallory was a major contributor tonight with 12 points. What have you seen from him growth-wise at this stage of the season?
He's elite. He's not a first year. He's not a freshman anymore. He's just an elite player. Doesn't matter who he's playing against. You know, he thinks he belongs, and he's ready to make key plays for his team to win. And he's very fortunate in that he's got some other veteran guards with him. So it's the perfect situation. We need him to play, but he's also out there on the court with other veterans at the same time. And so eventually he's going to be the veteran, you know, for us. And, you know, I'm just really fortunate to coach him, fortunate that he's on our team.
Okay, we've got time for one more. You talked about putting 2 on the ball and taking a chance. You're doing that against Thornton. If that doesn't go well, what do you worry about there? How can a team make you pay for putting 2 on the ball when a guy like Thornton's having a night like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think three-point shooting, you know, scrambled situations, the bigs getting behind, you know, at the rim and putting pressure on the rim. I mean, all the things that we all try to do on offense. We're trying to get 2 on the ball to create an advantage. And so, you know, there's a lot of different things that can happen in that regard. But I thought our guys did a nice job at the point of the screen, and then we were able to get out, you know, where we were unharmed.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody.
Ohio State will come in momentarily.